Good evening, everyone, on a full moon night. Turn this around here. Alright, this is Tech Sergeant Mackey, and we're going to take a hike in a creepy, dark place on a full moon night. Just wanted you to see my face just for a little bit, and then we're going to start on this hike here. Okay, so as you can see, full moon. We are, and one other thing, there is the bathroom for Erica and Hattie. Okay, so we're gonna start on a hike. This is part of what's called the Indian Trails in Ashtabula, and we are in the Ashtabula Gulf along the Ashtabula River, and we're heading out on a night investigation to investigate wildlife activity. And look at, there is the covered bridge. You can see you got graffiti on there already. Look at the wildlife activity. Okay, predators. Anything. There are some people. Gotta put this back. There are some people down over there. Some other people come down here too. Hopefully they don't bother me. I'm gonna try to stay away from them. So this is a heavily fished place too. But I did want to get that shot in of this beautiful covered bridge. So, and, those other people definitely have me a little unnerved. Again, this is a really cool wooded area along the Ashtabula River. These used to be the trails made by the Indians long ago, and they have now since paved them, but these trails have been here for hundreds of years. And the woods here pretty much untouched. Okay, so start off here, give you a little brief on the area. We're south of the city of Ashtabula, basically right on the borderline there of Plymouth Township and Ashtabula Township. Okay, along the Ashtabula River, down in the valley, which around here they call a gulf, full moon night. So we have about close to 100-foot high valley walls surrounding us, and we'll actually come across a smaller covered bridge. Okay, and so we got this bridge right here. This is a Sloan Gulf covered bridge. This is the longest covered bridge in the United States. One of the, I think it's second longest in the world. Okay, so this sucker's huge, and it's a old style covered bridge. And we'll come across a smaller covered bridge over here that's part of the walking trail. I had to look and see where I could park without, didn't get to park in the area I wanted to at first, which would have been a little more secluded. But I had to adapt on the fly, but still to get this area in. Okay, so just so you know, I need your guys' help on this investigation. You see something, you hear something, drop it in the comments. If you hear me say that I seen or heard something and you hear it, drop it in the comments for validation. Okay, if you find something in there, I will definitely give you the credit for it. You guys have been wonderful. Okay, somebody's shooting off some fireworks in the background, even though it is July 20th. Okay, and I actually got down here and waited a little bit because people were setting off some fireworks. But and it's not like it's 5 minutes to 11 at night, pitch black, but we have a full moon. So I'm going to try and get the talking in now here, so that when we start on this into the main part of the woods, we'll try to be quiet. We will hear the noise of people going across the covered bridge. Okay. And not far from here, and we'll end up going underneath that bridge too, is the State Route 11 freeway. Okay. With the noise from that, as you can hear in the background, there are train tracks not too far from here. Again, this is Ashtabula County. There's no escaping trains, really, unless you get very far south county. Okay. The fireworks, dude, I don't get it, you know. I don't know, they're celebrating July 20th. Okay. So, anyway, though, we have some cool paths back here. That looks like a game trail right off the rip. Okay, this is an area that is heavily for fishing. And is a tourist area, yes, so there obviously have been people here in the daytime. And as you can see, it looks like I may not be the only one who comes down here at night. But still, it just looks like a really cool place to go. Look, we got the Ashtabula River here. You can see Route 11 on the top of the valley rim, straight in front of us on the other side of the covered bridge. That is a freeway similar to an interstate. It's an intrastate highway, and this is the opposite way here. And we can look down the river. You can see we haven't had a whole lot of rain here lately. The water level's a little lower. But I can try to get my talking in here before we go into the woods, and we'll go into some thick woods, but there is a trail. Okay. Alright, covered bridge just wants to make noise here. So, again, this is a pretty thick wooded area. We're going to make our way down to the end of this path, and it'll go from a paved, it'll end up going to a gravel road and finally end as the Ashtabula River bends around. And then from there, we'll check that out as far as we can down this path. Provide something doesn't happen here. Okay, because I am solo tonight. Okay. So, whether it's people or things seem to like to be a little bit more aggressive with me when I'm solo. Okay. So now I got all that stuff out of the way. Let's just get into the hunt. We may hear a little bit more fireworks in the background. This is an old road that used to, this is the old road that used to come down here, and there was an old covered bridge down here that these roads winded down to, and now they're the walking paths. I wanted to initially park at the top of this hill, but they have right now marked it no parking at any time, and I don't want to get my car parked. Last time I did a hike down here, it was daytime, early on in my YouTube career. You can actually see that one if you look way back on my channel playlist. Okay. So I just want you to see we're walking into some high trees and just unknown, really. It has been quite a long time since I've been back here. Okay. Okay, I don't know if you heard that, but that just sounded like a rock going through the trees. Coming from this way, going over to here. So I guess I should kind of look this way a little bit. Drop in the comments if you heard that. This is thick woods here. So I do have the PowerTech, because I don't know how long this is going to be. I have the power cord plugged into it, which makes it not on its highest setting. It's on like level 3 out of 4, so it does listen it a little bit. Okay. Again, this is somebody's motorcycle is right over there, and it's got some heat to it, which means there's somebody probably down there, because it is still registering pretty hot. Okay, it is not on my mission statement to engage with people, so odd and very creepy. Okay. Okay. Just so you know, I'm carrying my standard wireless hole punchers of the 10mm and 9mm. Ooh, right off the bat, I got something looking at me up there. Look at this guy. What is that? There it is. I see a set of some pretty big eyes. I cannot pick it up on the thermal. I'm hearing noises over here. Holy crap, what was that? I don't know if you can hear that, but it sounds something screeching down here. Okay, let's see if we can find this. So I'm wondering if that's an owl that's up in this tree. Okay, I just heard a rock go through the trees. We are in for an interesting night already. You can see the heat signature of that motorcycle in the distance. It's not bad out. It's like 64 degrees out with like no breeze. I think it was like 1 mile per hour wind. So this is the perfect night to do this. Unfortunately, it seems like thing I don't want to run into. I see an eye shine straight back there. Yep, I'm picking up a heat signature. What do we got back there? Got a thermal hit on it. It's moving. Okay, a motorcycle in the background. Okay, I got something moving over there. But I cannot pick it up. Okay. Something's staring at me over there. I can't tell what it is. The eye color looks like it looks like on the camera it looked greenish, but it looks a little bit different to my regular eyes. It looks a little more clear and almost orange, and I'm hearing noises over here. What the? Sorry if I panned around there quick on that. I just heard a noise to my backside there. Okay, so we got this dude over here, whatever this is. I'm trying to look at this heat signature as best as I can, because it looks like a four-legged animal. Okay, we're gonna move up here. Okay, we'll try to see if maybe we can run into him in a better spot. Here it is. I mean, the thermal's targeting it, like, perfectly. Let me try. Ooh, that lit him up. I don't know if you can see. That definitely looks like a deer. Hang on. So I have my hands full there. Okay, I can see deer ears there. Okay. It's cool. I love finding these guys. I hate having to take out this bigger flashlight, because then I have no hands free. You see, it's hard to even maneuver, but what I can do. Alright, I'm going to play around with some stuff here. I'm going to have to take this cord off. You can see I'm kind of messing with some stuff right now. Let me zoom this back in. Okay. When I unplug it, there, we can go one brighter. And for anyone out there watching, no, I do not have any Walmart flashlights, as someone accused me of. I just go to really, really dark places, okay, and it makes very bright lights not seem as bright. I have the PowerTac on here. It is a 4200 lumen light. When I take it off the charger, its battery life is about an hour on high, and that's what I pretty much need it on, is high, and then I have to go to the backup. And I hate having a dead flashlight. So I do got a battery pack that I could charge it up with, but I was trying to conserve it a little bit. This kind of loops around here, and we'll see if we can get a better look at that deer. And I know I haven't paid much attention to over here. You can see, if you're looking on the thermal, okay, sorry, I got bugs buzzing me there. There's not many bugs out, but okay, you can see the dark spots that it's hitting. He's picking up the Ashtabula River, because it's just right over on the other side of this. So I got the river is on that side, and then this is just like deep woods. So, and this is just like a heavy wooded area. So we're gonna look and see what else we can find. I have to try to scan around a bit going to try to be a little quiet here and only talk when I have something important to say. Okay, let me trying to play with the equipment here and make sure I have this light where I want it. Finding deer around are very good for large activities. Now see, that noise right there, they're Route 11. They're doing construction on it right now, and it's nighttime, so it's not as heavily traveled as like the main interstate, I-90, but it is still a freeway, and you can still hear some of the road traffic from the covered bridge. But I think that's more of the from Route 11. And of course, we're gonna have our trains going. Gotta have that, you know. It is currently 12 minutes after 11. I just heard something go through the leaves. Sorry, I'm gonna have to check my 6 here frequently because I seen that motorcycle back there. It definitely has me unnerved. This place is, I mean, you're already in the valley of nowhere here. Here's a good spot. There's a bench. I'm not sure who would want to sit there now. There's our deer. Thermal's definitely picking them up. And I can't really tell. It looks like there's only one, but there may be more. But I can still see them through there. See if I can. What I wanted to do, though, you can see, I can still see him. I can see him real clear with my eyes. That his eye shine. But what we're gonna do here is walk over up closer to the river. Now this is one of Ohio's wild and scenic rivers. The Ashtabula is. I just heard something there. It sounded like a rock throw. Okay. I don't know, but like I'm hearing stuff. We got the darn freeway noise. Okay. But I wanted to try to catch some of the other side over here. You can see that kind of is part of the valley wall. It's not much flat ground. And I got spider web. Look at, I don't know if you can see that guy. Try to walk around him. I don't feel like having him attached to me. I'm trying to look and see what it looks like for walking down here, out onto these stones, and it's a little rough. Now you got to remember with that, because I have this hand occupied, so I don't have a way to like completely brace myself. I'm hearing noises all over here. That's about a 6-foot drop down there, and that's what I'm trying to look and see if there's like an easier way to get down there, because climbing up that wouldn't be too rough, but getting down it with the arthritis might be a little bit of an issue. So, and the main reason is because I only have one hand available. Here we go. We can get down over here. As you can see, we're right up near the bridge, and I'll get a shot of that too. Okay, so this is, you can see the double, it's not an interstate, it's an intrastate, but you can see there's divided highway. Okay. You can see this side, not as big of a wood, it's pretty steep. Not too much of a shore over there. Now, fortunately, it's not too heavy a traffic this time of night. And with the road destruction, people are not driving over it as much too. Well, we're going to have some of that noise for part of this hike. Okay. Okay. We checked that out. Didn't find anything along the section of the river that we checked, but we'll check some more. Oh, straight back. I think that one may be still our deer, but it looks smaller. So let me try the big flashlight too. See if we can. I see now that I got the PowerTech up, it doesn't really make that big of a difference. And I'm thermaling in on it, and it's blinking at me, but that, I don't know, that looks a little smaller, but it might be the same thing. I have to try to put this away one-handed, which two-handed goes really quick, but one-handed is a gigantic pain. Okay, so we got something over there. And I'm hearing some other noise. I'm not sure whether that is what that's shite muzzle. That was a rock. It just came whizzing over top of my head. Oh, we got that thing still there. That looked like that sounded like that came from this side. And it whizzed over through these trees. Okay. Whew. Here we go back on the rock thrower bit. So I do gotta try to scan a little bit here as I walk. And I want to see, there's that guy right there. Peekaboo, I see you. There goes some other noise in the woods over on that way. I think I can see his ears. I think that's the deer. It looks like he's laying down this time, or she. But something else is here. So, aside from the deer, I am definitely not alone. Okay. Now, knowing the crime rate in Ashtabula, that bike could have been ditched or stolen, which is a concern of mine. Could be a camper. I don't know. Okay. So we're going to go underneath the freeway. You see rivers over that way. Pathways over here. Full moon in the sky. Whatever it is that throws these rocks they haven't gotten it that throwing rocks at me is not going to, like, turn me around. Okay? And if I get hit with a rock, you're going to talk about the noise levels picking up, because whatever direction it comes from, there's just going to be, the hole puncher's going to start barking. Now when you drive along the freeway and you can see the woods, you know, in the side, that's a good shot of the moon there. It's a little dusty down here, so the camera picks that up. When you're driving along the interstate, okay, or the freeways in the United States, and you see the wooded areas, did you ever wonder what it looks like across one of these bridges underneath, or in the woods alongside of it? Now you know. Peaceful and beautiful while you're going 70 miles an hour. A little creepier when you're down here in person. So what's concerning to me, our rock thrower throws those rocks to deer. That deer is staying put. That deer that I found stays put. I'm going to be quiet now. Because I thought I heard something. So this is a down and back. I'm going to hike down here, and then I have to turn around and come back through. So that area where the rock thrower was, I will have to walk back through. Sorry, stepped on that soft bark there, kind of threw me off. This is a nice paved trail, so I got to wear the standard issued combat boots and not the mucks, which makes walking a little easier. Let's see. Gotta be over top of us here. Just had a bat just swoop by. Now, so you know, this was all the Native American paths that they made this into. So these trails, well, they paved it over now, but these trails have been used for hundreds of years. And despite freeways and everything coming across, this trail has remained. I am scanning back and forth, so I apologize if I'm going too fast, because I am just heard something there. That is a pretty worn trail. Okay, this is the part where we come up to the end of the pavement, and it goes gravel for a little bit, and then we're going to turn around. Yeah, because it says river crossing. We're not going to be crossing the river. Somebody was down here. It's weird. I'm getting a whiff of, it almost smelled like cinnamon. Some kind of a sweeter cinnamony smell. I have no idea what that is or what that means. I have never smelt that out in the woods like this. See the river steaming. I may have to come back down here when I got John with me. You can see that this see stuff jumping around in the water there. If I had the mucks on, I could cross this really easy. It's pretty shallow right now. But I may have to come back down here with John. And maybe we can do some deeper diving and see if things want to throw rocks when there's two of us, because it's been my experience that they don't act the same way when there's two of us. Okay. Okay. We're about to the area where we're going to turn around. I'm walking into huge spider webs. Alright. Hate spiders. Okay. So we're not going to go much further here. Sorry, I'm panning around there a little. If I start to pan, it's either because I'm hearing things or, you know, I am human. I may be getting a little nervous. So you can see this does go on. And we'll probably come back and save some of this for future investigations. Because I think right now we're going to start the journey back. And I know if you're saying, oh come on, what the heck? Alright, put that in the comments. If you think I turned around too soon. Okay. I gotta try to get through these dodge spider webs. As you can see, I mean, I still have to go back through the rock throw area. And my videos, it's unedited, okay? So as long as I'm investigating, you know, I got the camera rolling. Okay. My scouting was done via talking to some people who had recently walked down here. And looking on the map. I had been down here in the daytime like a year ago. That I videoed. Okay, but I didn't come down here and pre-plan anything. Sometimes you do that because it's just smart to do at times to make sure that you have a safe hike. But when the way this, I kind of picked this, this was a spot that I had in mind. And thought one I would do when I had someone with me. So, but the night was too perfect. It's just a beautiful, beautiful night. It's too perfect to sit inside. Look at the canopy going over us. I heard something squawking. So, something else about this area is we are not very far away as the crow flies from the cemetery that has the Ashtabula train disaster. And there's a railroad track that runs right along that cemetery. That is probably where we're hearing the trains from, is the Norfolk and Southern. So I think that's what we're hearing with the train. That's a helicopter flying over us. Let's see if I can catch it here. Can't. But that is probably a Life Flight helicopter flying over to ACMC, right over across from where the train disaster was, where we just did the investigation with cameraman and crew and MT Paranormal. I do want to play with my light a little bit here. Hot. This thing gets really hot, and we're going to hook the light up to it, which is going to dim it, because it's going to kind of recharge it, and I will pull out the other one while we have this one on the charger. You see, that definitely dimmed it significantly. So we'll click this one. Let's do a 6 check. My gosh, giant trees. So we got to go back underneath the Route 11 bridge, and then we'll start to move away from that noise. I know, well, planes or helicopters, trains, and automobiles. We're getting it all tonight for the noise pollution. But still, look at this area though. I can't let something like that let me pass by an area like this and not check it out. There's the bad moon on the right. See, someone still wanted to come down here to graffiti. This bridge is just freaking gigantic. That's like 100 feet high. See that? Crossing the Gulf. Hearing that noise again. Over here. You can see a game trail going in there. trouble is I start to focus on one area too much when I'm surrounded by woods. So we'll see if our deer is still over here. There he is. Look at him. Look at her. We got a good close shot. It's going down into the water. That was some of the noise I was hearing. Man, what the freak was that? Did you hear that? Okay. That scared that deer away too. Jeez. Well, we had a beautiful shot of a deer. I have a flashlight in my hand. I couldn't zoom in. I don't know what that other noise was, though. Drop in the comments if you can make out what that noise was. I know there was a car going by at the same time. Crap. So that looks like that was probably our deer that was over here. Making sure I don't see anything back there. Oh yeah, we're pressing it. We're gonna go up here. Go back up along the river. So, there he is. There's our deer. They're so beautiful. I do love seeing the nature. Try to zoom in. So we got some good close shots of this doe here. So it's just eating on the leaves. Not really that worried about me. They're a little startled at first, but I think it realizes now I'm not here to hurt it. So now it's like munching away and be like, yeah, whatever, dude. Okay. Alright. She put on a little show for me. And I'm hearing rocks. Zoom back. We're gonna head out here because, again, while it's that deer nice and peaceful to look at, we still got our rock thrower has made themselves known. And it's bloody creepy out here. Just trying to listen for sounds over top of those vehicles. They're definitely not making it easy for me. Sorry, I got a spider web going across the path. Well, as far as my objectives for this hike goes, okay, and I don't know if I stated that in the beginning, but definitely encounters with our rock throwers is actually on my list. I probably didn't state that, but I'm going to add it in there now then. So we've had our encounters with our rock throwers. We've seen a couple different wildlife creatures. And we're not done yet, because the motorcycle's still concerning. Not to mention that we're in that parking lot when I left. You see, that same deer's been hanging around there, even though something was throwing rocks. Doesn't look like the deer was concerned with the rock thrower, which is interesting. Let's do a 6 check here. This is some thick woods. Really cool. Okay, so you guys got to drop in the comments. I know we're not done yet, but what do you think of this place? Is the noise pollution too much? Because we do have some quiet spots. So the Ashtabula Gulf is a place that's had a lot of bear sightings, black bear. It's interesting how that's trees like hollowed out, almost like it burned. I heard a couple of different critters screeching and squawking. Just thought I heard something go through the trees over there. Just had a bat whiz past. Thought I caught some eye shine just for a second over here. Yeah. I am catching something over here, but I can't tell what. And I'm afraid to take my eyes off of this side completely. Afraid's not the right word, but you know, concerned. Ooh, there's our eye shine. Is that our eye shine or our bike? There's something there. Dude, I'm hearing some coyote this way. Did you hear that? Definitely hearing some coyote. So this area is not, I mean, I don't think they regulate it as if somebody can't set up a campsite back here. I didn't see any signs saying you couldn't, but there's definitely not set up sites for it. Yeah, I think that's the motorcycle. Because what's unnerving me is the heat that motorcycle's still putting off. Okay. Okay. What I want to do here is a good shot of that license. Oh, hey, how's it going? I didn't even see you in that tree. Holy crap. You scared the hell out of me. You okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to, didn't mean to bother you. Well, that mystery's answered. Damn. Alright, yeah, we're moving a little quicker now. Yeah, I'm kind of double timing it a little bit here now. Because, guy's like hiding in a tree there. I don't necessarily want to get into his issues. There's a good game trail there. We'll have to see if I caught that. If I caught that license, I'm going to see what the guy is. I got some spider webs here. Okay, I'm gonna head back over the bridge. There's no shirt on. A good path there. That's like a fisherman path. Head back across the covered bridge. Holy freaking crap, man. Has this been an interesting... Remember what I said, most dangerous thing you can run into in the woods on a full moon night. Other people. And I tell you, I want us to get all the way back over to the parking lot, because, dude, you just never know what's going to happen. Dude, you know what that means. Okay. That means I did not see that guy on the way in. I'm sure he was there. I didn't see him. He was up into that tree, which blended his heat signature. But I was even saying, I was noting that it was like putting off some heat. Part of that may have been him I was catching. I want to see. You can look up there, you can see we're catching some of the lights from the road up there. Okay, we're going to head underneath the longest covered bridge in the United States, here in Ashtabula, Ohio. And we're about 12 miles from my doorstep. Holy frack. I'm telling you, my heart's still thumping a little bit from that. Again, thankfully the guy didn't want any trouble. It's always my concern of heading here to Ashtabula. And there's some spots in there like that too. I put those on my channel too. The homeless problem nationwide from Bidenomics. Dude, we have this homeless problem that's obnoxious. It's beautiful out, covered bridge, and the full moon. Now, while we're over here in a clear spot on the path, we are not out of the woods. As you can see, the woods are right over here. Okay. But I do want to see if I can get a good shot of the moon and the covered bridge. Okay. And I'll see if I get back farther, if I can get the moon over top of it. So I do want to thank you guys. Greatly appreciate you coming along with me on these hikes. I can see over here, that is Erica and Hattie's bathroom, waiting for them to destroy. Okay. Want to know your honest opinion of this place? Okay. These are hiking videos, so I'm moving. It's creepy. I apologize if I panned a little too fast there. I am trying to steady that. Some of that's my environment. So, alright, we're going to get right up over here, take one last look at the bridge. Can't, the full moon's off on the side. So there's an open field here, and then they have more woods along the river. Okay. Let's head over to the parking lot. We're not, when I say we're not out of the woods, I hope there's nobody else still here. There was 2 vehicles here. One of them had the people in it. And let's hope they didn't, like, it's always a concern that they, you know, people vandalize your car. That has happened to Cameraman and MT before. So, and there's some thick woods over on this side here too, with some paths. So there's a lot more exploring. You can spend hours down here. As you can see, we just grazed we got a good section of it, but we didn't cover everything in depth. So let me know if you think it's worth doing more. Okay. Looks like my car's okay. No windows are busted. Okay. Doesn't look like tires are flat. Looks like those vehicles are gone. One of them is. One's still there, but it's been sitting there a while. It was cold. It wasn't reading a temperature like the engine had been on. Alrighty. Guys, let me know what you think of this. Drop this stuff in the comment. Please like, subscribe, and share. Send this around. And again, interactive. So tell me what you think of this. Okay, this is the Indian Trails, off of the Sloan Gulf Covered Bridge in Ashtabula County, Ohio. I believe we're in Plymouth Township currently. Let me know what you think. Alright. God bless you. And you have a wonderful evening.